Good morning. Welcome to Aspects of Songwriting, Segment 1. This will be dealing with what I call the warm-up. There are a lot of different names for it, but I just use it as a tool to get my mind, get my wheels going. A lot of people have this different things that they call it, different techniques, but basically it's all essentially the same thing. If you're going to go and do a workout, typically most workout videos and most workout programs have you do a warm-up. They have you stretch out your muscles to prepare for the actual exercise or things that you're going to do afterwards. So one thing that is very helpful in songwriting, and again, there are some people who are just amazing songwriters and they can instantly write almost unconsciously wonderful hits, but for the mass majority, myself included, there are skills and things that we need to develop, and this is one aspect that can help you. It's, again, I call it the warm-up. So basically find an item or think of an item. If you see something in your room or something comes to your mind, let's just pick pond, for example. Alright, pond. Yeah. So, pond. Get that word, set your timer for, as you progress you can set it for a little bit longer, 5 to 10 minutes, but on the front side that can be a little daunting. So just set it, your timer for 2 to 3 minutes, just a regular kitchen egg timer. Set it for 2 to 3 minutes, and use pond as your focus. Any memories that come to mind around that word, any concepts, ideas, again, it's just kind of free. You're not trying to overanalyze your thoughts here. You're just trying to get your thoughts out and get the wheels turning. So with pond, so for example, when I was young, we had some property and there was a cabin on it, and there was a pond out there, and it was a very small pond. It wasn't massive and really super nice like some Colorado type setup. The cabin was old and rickety, but I remember getting out there and there were lots of tall trees all around the pond, and it had a kind of a musty smell. There was lots of moss. I remember the soil in that area back down there was always pretty soft, and your feet would give a little bit, so you kind of step in, not like when you're on solid ground. You could have the sense that it wasn't quite as sturdy, and you never knew if you were going to slip or fall or slide or whatever. And also with the pond, I had when I was young, I almost drowned when I was about 2 or 3, and it was out in a lake. And so anytime I was around a body of water where I couldn't see the bottom, I always got a little nervous or a little fearful, and still today. I feel like something's going to get me, but it's a personal problem. There were a lot of leaves always out there. Nobody raked the leaves up, so in the fall time when the leaves would fall, they would be all over the ground. You could hear them crunching. One time I remember walking out there, and I was probably 30 feet from the pond, and the air was kind of it was a humid air. It was kind of a little bit heavy, and I remember stepping on some leaves and then hearing this almost like a distant humming sound, and all of a sudden I felt it got louder, and I started getting bit, and I had stepped on a hornet's nest. The water was always cloudy. It was, again, not like a maintained pond with some kind of sprinkler in it. Some people like swimming in ponds. It just seems to me like you get in there and it feels like there's this film that coats your body. So anyway, there you go. So I'm just off the cuff thinking of different ideas, and as you're doing this, don't just do it out loud like I'm doing, but actually write them down and keep writing. You may find that you want to write a song based off some of the concepts that you get from your warm-up. Or it may just simply be that it's getting your mind ready to embark on the writing process. So hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next segment.